Be not afraid. I've always wanted to say that. Oh, no, no, no. Seriously. Please don't be scared. I promise I do not wish to harm you. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Right, you do not know who I am, sorry. I've just known you for so long that it's become quite easy to forget you have never met me. My name is Nirvana. I am your guardian angel. You seem doubtful. I cannot blame you. Humans tend to not know of our existence. That is by design, although I often wonder why. I do wish we could have more of a personal relationship with our humans during their time on Earth. Oh, look at me. I seem to be rambling again. I apologize. What, you still do not believe me? Well, here. Let me spread out my wings. Oh, no, I am deeply sorry. I'm more used to open areas. Human homes are rather cramped. And now I've gone and dumped your belongings on the floor. Let me pick these up for you. No, you stay in bed. I can take care of this. Oh, goodness, I've gotten feathers everywhere, too. I will pick them up the best that I can. I had no intention of doing this. Um, despite the turn that interaction took, I hope I have proven to you that I am being sincere. Truly, I have been and always will be your guardian angel. You have questions? Please, ask to your heart's content. No, you are not dead. You are very much alive. Look around, these walls are all your own. Yes, I have been your guardian since birth. Since before birth, actually. I saw your young soul in heaven before you were given a mortal body. To be truthful, I have seen your potential since then. I knew you would grow to be an amazing human. Yes, heaven exists, silly. Where do you think I come from? There are indeed other angels. I'm friends with quite a few. I do look forward to the day when your time comes and your soul returns home so that I may introduce you. Of course, that will be a very long time from now. I will make sure of it. You see, that requires a long explanation. The Guardian's job description is quite extensive. So, when a human is born, they are assigned a guardian from heaven. That guardian watches over that human throughout their entire life. We are not literally watching every single moment, we just have sort of additional sense to tell when something is happening. Just like taste and smell, angels have a sense to know how their human is doing. Whenever you are in need of help, or you are very happy, or you are going through an important life moment, I just know. I like to call it my angel's intuition. I still remember some of your big moments. Your first words, your first steps, first day of school, even other things that were not first, like when you saw a stray cat and tracked down its owner. I'm still very proud of you with that one. Great job. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When we are watching over our humans, we cannot prevent pain or difficulty, no matter how much I wish we could. But what we can do is help our humans through those difficult times. Like when you failed that big assignment but you coincidentally never had your parents bring it up? Or when that jerk was picking on you but while walking away he dropped some money and took no notice. When a human passes on, their guardian escorts their soul home, and then that guardian is assigned to a new human. Yes, I have been assigned to others before you. I still talk to them on the Rainbow Bridge, as humans say. To be honest, you are my favorite out of all my previous humans. When you do pass on, please do not tell them I said that. Thank you. I appreciate it. How long have I been doing this? I would say about 4,000 years? I am not exactly sure. It becomes rather easy to lose count after a while. Are you calling me old? I'm only teasing. I know it seems like an eternity to humans. However, I am rather young compared to some of the angels. Some of them have been guardians since the dawn of mankind. Exactly. Unga bunga, fire bad. Do you have any other questions? Okay. Now on to the reason I made myself visible to you. Normally, angels are not supposed to make themselves known to humans. The only exception is when we have exhausted all of their options. No, do not apologize for not noticing my attempts. I understand that you are going through a very emotional time, and humans have a tendency to become easily overwhelmed by these feelings. You did nothing wrong. I saw you crying last night and simply could not continue to help from the sidelines. I had to step in and, as you say, take matters into my own hands. You are crying because of the way others treat you due to your identity. And I must say it breaks my heart. You've been so brave in telling people. I dare say I am envious. You have shown so much courage in telling others who you are, and some of them have completely trashed you for it. If I could curse, I would. That is just horrible. You deserve so much better. Of course you may have a hug. Let me wrap my arms around you. It's okay. I'm here for you. Cry as much as you need. No one can harm you here. You know, my friends and I have a special tradition. Whenever one of our humans does something particularly great, we host a party in their name. I like to think that despite you being here on Earth and all of us being up in an entirely different plane of existence, you can feel our positivity. In some way, somehow, that positivity can feel like a divine pat on the back. On that day when you accepted who you are, I was so proud of you. I still am. But on that day, as soon as I finished crying tears of joy, I ran and told all my friends. I said something along the lines of, guess what my human just did? I'm so proud of them. And they responded with, we cannot believe what your human just did. We're so proud of them. I'll tell you, the party we had that night was the best night of my long life. And later, when you came out for the first time, we partied even harder. Although that party was a bit much. I think I crossed some sort of line with the life-size cake replica. I was only kidding. There was no cake. See, what I'm trying to get at is, I feel so incredibly honored by you. When I look at you, I feel as if I'm looking at my own child. And you've made me such a proud guardian. I know that I have been saying that a lot, but it's true. You have such a beautiful and strong soul. Yes, you can squeeze tighter. Hug me as tightly as you wish. You deserve this hug and so much more. In my many years of being a guardian, I've seen how many in this world treat members of the LGBTQ plus community. That is what they're called these days, correct? Great. You would not believe how easy it is to confuse terminology across different eras. But as I was saying, over time your community has been treated much better and better. But that does not mean everything is perfect now. How I wish it could be. People like you do not deserve to go through any more mental turmoil than you already do. But I want to tell you, despite the heartless individuals or backwards laws that make your life more unnecessarily difficult, you're doing nothing wrong. You're simply being true to your heart, and that's the most amazing thing a human can do. I know it may not seem like it at times, but things are going to get better. You constantly hear about transphobic and homophobic people, and that makes it seem like things are only getting worse. But I promise the opposite is true. For one thing, at any moment you can look at your phone and read about millions of incidents that in previous decades would not have even made more than a minor note in the larger newspapers. It is so much easier to find information involved. That is an incredibly great tool for education. It can also become overwhelming. Also, news outlets prefer to post stories that gather negative reaction from people. It is how they get clicks and shares. I do wish they would post more positive stories, but the bad ones always get talked about more. So they have no wish to report on the good happening in the world. And as I said earlier, things have been getting better and better for gay and trans individuals throughout history. And likewise, bigoted views have been rightfully called out as wrong more and more. That just means that those who hold these views either need to rethink their ideas or they need to shout louder for their voices to be heard over the majority. Humans are rather stubborn beings, after all. I do not know who started to lie about this way being sinful or immoral. There's nothing wrong about loving who your heart desires or expressing your identity how your heart wishes. It is actually quite admirable, if I do say so myself. If only I could share a shred of your courage. Can I look in your eyes for a moment? They're still as lovely as the day you were born. I promise you, you're doing the right thing. Your soul has been longing to be true for so long, and now you're allowing it to be. Know that there are cruel people out there who do not and will not accept you for your true self, but they're not worth your time. Your energy is much better spent on those who love you, just the way you are. Believe me, they are out there. I know it. There's that lovely smile. I treasure seeing that. Now then, you should be getting some sleep. It's rather late and you have responsibilities to attend to in the morning. No, do not worry. I will not leave you. Just lay down, get comfortable. I will hold you just as I have been doing. There. Now let me hug you again. If I'm being honest, I think I might enjoy this hug even more than you. Is there anything else you would like me to do? I could play with your hair, rub your shoulders. Anything else you need. I'm here to make you feel safe and cared for. Of course. Here, let me wrap my rings around you to keep you extra snug. Oh dear! Phew! I caught it. I really do need to be more careful with my wings. There. Your wish is my command. How does that feel? Good. Now rest your eyes. You need your sleep and I need to get back home. No, no. Do not fret. I am not leaving you. I will always be watching over you. I suppose that's true. There's no reason for me to completely return to the background now that I know of your existence. Very well then. If you ever wish to speak, whether it be about a problem, a happy moment, or even something small like the food you had at lunch, simply call my name and I will be there. Besides, I certainly will not complain about being able to spend more time with you. You are the most important. Anything to me. You are worried about not believing? How could you ever think that tonight was not real? I suppose that the human mind is a rather stubborn thing. If you wake up and I'm not there, you may just end up convincing yourself that this was all just a happy dream. Wait, I have just a thing. I cleaned up all my feathers off your floor, and I was just going to get rid of them, but what if instead I gave them to you? That way, not only would you have a reminder of me, but when you wake up, you can see these feathers and know that what you experienced was real. Of course, anything for you. I will set these down over here. Now you must really get your sleep. A human of your age is recommended between 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. And I know that does not always happen. There's no shame in staying up late, it's just not the healthiest habit. I promise you, we will meet again. Your existence is so very precious, and I eagerly await the next time we speak. It is time to sleep now. I want you to feel energized in the morning. Hey, maybe next time I can stop myself from throwing your property all over the floor. Good night. Never forget how beautiful the real you is.